Meow.
There, we're recording.
We're recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright then.
Alrighty then. Okay, I have like none of my stuff up, so like 5 seconds. Uno momento, por favor.
You had all that time and you decided only to wait until after we start recording.
I didn't have any time.
What do you mean you didn't have any time?
I had a grand total of this many times.
That's a lie.
This many. This many.
You had much more time.
No.
You had time to change clothes.
Yeah, but I was changing clothes.
And then you could have easily just real quick opened up some tabs on Google.
No, that's not how it works. Did I bring my mouse? I did not bring my mouse. I'm stuck with a touchpad. At least it works on this computer.
Yeah,
at least it works on this one.
At least you don't have dreadlocks made of pure dust in your computer now.
At least now, now I don't have to whack it anytime it's not working. Like I used to.
You know, usually smacking devices usually meant...
Hey, it worked. You can't yell at me if it worked. It would be like...
but that just further makes it damage. It's like beating a child. I mean, yeah, sure, you hit it enough, it's gonna start working again, but it's not gonna want to keep working.
That's fine.
The only difference is a computer can't call CPS on you.
It's fine. It worked, and now I have a new laptop, and now I'm happy. And I don't have to hit this one, because this one is nice.
Okay. Anyways, from where we last left off
I think it has a better
Phoenix,
camera, too.
I don't know. Anyways, from where we last left off with Phoenix, you went to the diner, did all that shit, beat up some guy in the basement, did some more adventuring, found some stuff in the woods.
A really long time ago, Jesus Christ.
And then you ended up going to the town, looking around, finding a Hall of Fame thing, and then out of character believing that I was implementing a character from a different campaign, which I was not. And the comparison were pure convenience. You thought I was putting in Heron, when I wasn't.
I don't remember this, but proceed.
The bartender, he had a metallic arm. His whole arm was metal prosthetic, and you thought I was implementing Heron.
It clicked. The puzzle pieces went.
And then eventually ended up going into the...
Seems unpleased about the situation.
She is very unpleased about the situation.
She'll be fine. She'll get over it.
That's the longest she let the box stay on her head, in all honesty. Usually she throws it off.
She just... Bye-bye.
Anyways, you ended up going into the inn and going to bed. Of course, you were not in the inn at this time because Alexios went to the inn, and you two catching each other at this place this early would be detrimental. And probably end up with a PvP. Which, last time Phoenix ended up in a PvP, Phoenix lost in the first turn.
I would never. I said I was gonna run away. I didn't say I was gonna fight the guy. I would just be like,
Alice. I said PvP, not PvE. You were fighting against a player. You fought Atlas. You two sparred. You got Rock of Shushing, and then Atlas proceeded to hug you to death.
I won against the guy in the basement.
I know. I'm just saying, if the event you have to PvP Noah, you most likely might not win.
Well, why would I PvP him? I would just jump out a window at the nearest vicinity of myself.
Because he'd probably try to shut you... He'd probably have technology to shut you down. Like a taser.
Or just a command when I go rogue.
Yeah, he could just be like, hey, shut down. It's like, oh, hey, there goes my legs. So, anyways, it is now nighttime.
Cool.
You are outside in the middle of the intersection that leads to the diner, the forest, the town, and then the road continuously going down, which you haven't explored yet.
Moon.
You look for the moon. It's a moon. Good job.
Yay! It's a moon. I like her. She's good.
So, what do you wish to do?
Okay, I know Phoenix doesn't know this, but I want to go towards the direction of Puppet Place, but I don't know which way that is. But Phoenix
Well, it's
is
the only
gonna know.
path you haven't explored yet, so you just go down that path.
I go that way.
So you go down the path you haven't explored yet, and you end up coming across this old-looking building with a large set of doors that are, like, towering above you.
Door.
What do you do?
They're desperately trying to escape you. He disappears out of the camera. Just.
Anyways, what do you wish to do?
I open the door.
Okay, you start pushing open the door. Once you get it fully open, suddenly you hear a weird, like, creaking noise. That is clearly not the door. And as you start to sporadically look around, suddenly a puppet jumps out at you. Time to
Am I
fight!
about to fight for... Oh no! Am I about to fight for my life? Oh no! What kind of puppet is it? What does it look like?
It's just a generic looking puppet.
Oh man.
It's one of the
Aw, man.
many amongst the piles that were scattered among the floor nearby the doorway.
Does it have any cool fire patterns or splitters or vines or what's the third one or the fourth one? Metal cogs. Does it have cogs on it? I'm so good at remembering. Trust.
It has none of those. It is a
Right.
generic puppet.
Okay.
It is like the kind of puppet you see at a show. Just generic.
I had to bury through the folds of my brain to find the word cogs.
Clearly. Blinking like high beams in a fucking fog.
Yeah, I did.
So, what do you wish to do?
Wait. Is it attacking me or can I try and talk to it?
I mean, you could attempt to talk to it.
Hi!
Oh, God.
We chill, right? We chill, right? We chill.
You really want to go with the hi, we chill, right? You really want to go with that?
Does it look like it's attacking me right now? Or
I
is
mean,
it just like...
it jumped at you. Very aggressively.
So I jump back and I'm like, hello. We calm down.
Alright, roll a charisma.
Murder's illegal now. I need to... You can calm down, right?
Roll charisma.
Do I still have Riz?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, but I want to roll first and see what happens.
You have to call advantage. You have to use the ability before you roll, not after.
5.
What'd you get?
A 5. And I still use the advantage, and the other one was a 1, so I'm glad. I don't think I'm going to be okay.
You jump back and you simply wave a hi and start trying to reason with the thing that that murder is illegal. It promptly ignores you and smacks you across the face. Take 4 points of damage.
4? How strong is this damn puppet? Hang on. I got this. Okay, I got it. Yeah!
You done,
I definitely
you
can
done
read without my
processing
glasses.
where your HP is, Grandma?
I don't have my glasses on, okay?
Okay,
Glasses
anyways.
on.
It is the puppet's turn. Which dice do I want to use for it? Hold on a minute. Oh, there it is. Uh-huh. Roll to dodge.
I got a 12.
It lunges towards you and you sidestep out of the way just in time. Your turn.
Okay. It is angry.
No shit.
It's very angry at me. Okay. Did we ever establish if the hellish souls have fire abilities?
I mean, they're demonic in nature, so I mean, it makes sense.
Okay, I summon one of them guys.
Okay. You summon
Abracadabra. Alakazam.
Alright. You spend your time summoning a hellish soul. What do you want your hellish soul to do?
Fire whoosh.
Okay, roll.
Fire whoosh burr. Roll. Okay, I got this. Trust. It didn't take 10 years to switch tabs on this laptop. Okay, I'm wrong. It'd be a 20.
Alright, okay. So,
Fire go burr.
you command the soul to blast the wave of fire at the puppet, and it does just that. The puppet is very singed, but not dead yet.
Yeah. Oh. How singed does he look? Is it
Pretty singed.
how singed?
Anyways, roll to dodge.
Whoa. 13.
The puppet lunges at you again, and you again move out of the way. Your turn. What do you wish to do?
Fire whoosh again. I command the dude.
Alright, roll.
It worked the first time. Oh no. It's not gonna work this time.
What is it?
This man.
Oh. So, you command the soul to use another fire wave, and as it does that, as soon as it sets out its hand to blast the wave of fire, it just turns into a cloud of smoke, and the soul is gone. Good job.
Where the hell did it go?
Houdini, bitch!
Oh no.
And you still have your own action.
So his is just like, okay, he's gone now, and then I commit stab with the Z dagger.
Alright, roll.
16. That's better than
It's better than a 1. You would have been disappointed in yourself if you rolled a 1. So, you charge up with a dagger and you swiftly stab the puppet in the chest. Now the puppet's turn. The puppet misses.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah, 1. Okay. Here. I use me nanotech, and I want to try hold them in place.
Alright, roll.
The nanokinesis, to be more correct. I got another 16.
It passes. So you shoot some nanotech into the ground, and it sprawls out on the ground and eventually binds the puppet in place.
Yahoo!
The puppet's going to try to escape.
Watch it
And
stick,
it does.
by the way. Ah.
It's your turn. What do you wish to do?
Nanokinesis again.
Roll.
I hold them still. 12.
You again ensnare in nanotech. It is going to attempt to escape again. It escapes again. Your turn.
Guess
What do you
what
wish
I'm
to
gonna
do?
do, Dominic? Guess what I'm gonna do, Dominic?
Alright, roll.
Part 3! Oh no, it's annoying.
You fail miserably.
Aww.
Now the puppet's turn. Roll to dodge.
Each time it just got worse, like it was decent. Decent again. Oh.
Roll to dodge.
Okay. I'm rolling the dodge. I got a 12.
That works.
Pretty mid rolls happening.
The puppet lunges at you and you dodge out of the way.
Yeet.
Your turn. Swear to God, if you say we're having a part 4 to this shit.
No, I'll just stab it with my dagger.
Alright, roll.
I'm just like, it's a nanotech. 18!
Alright. You run up and you stab it in the chest with a dagger again. As soon as
My
you do that,
fucking tank top is backwards.
Huh?
I'm listening.
Okay. So, you stab the puppet in the chest with a nanotech, but as soon as you do, it seems to go lifeless and limp. And it collapses to the ground.
I win!
Good job, you didn't die.
I didn't die.
However, as soon as it's done getting folded to the ground, you hear a set of footsteps coming from the other end of the hallway that you're in.
Hide.
You duck into the very big pile of puppets to your side. And you see this butler kind of walking down the lane, just kind of looking before finding the puppet you've just defeated. And it seems to just quickly overlook it before grabbing it and just kind of sliding it over to the side of the hallway.
Something the math ain't added up real quick. Well, does that mean a scary guy is also here? Noah? Does that mean Noah's here somewhere?
Who knows? Maybe, maybe not.
Wait, is the butler still there?
Look, you gotta do them dishes today.
So, as soon as the butler kind of puts the body away, it seems to walk off, but as soon as it gets to the end of the stairwell, it seems to evaporate. And it turns into this kind of blue, powderish light
You hear me?
as it phases out of existence. Do you wish to stop hiding amongst the piles and piles of wooden corpses?
Did I
may or may not strangle
recognize
you.
him? Did I recognize him?
You did not recognize them immediately.
I will cautiously get out of the Z pile.
So you slowly get out of the pile and you eventually find yourself in the long hallway again.
I have a hypothesis.
Which is?
He is able to like what's the word? Astral project to see what's going on in his place. And he was like, I smell a disturbance and checked it out.
Maybe.
And then now he's back with the guy, the mans.
Maybe. Possibly.
Putting my glasses back on for this.
Uh-huh. So,
I have to hear the situation real good.
anyways, what do you wish to do?
I want to go. Is the white or not the white? Is the blue powder magical stuff still there?
It seems to have dissipated into the air.
I still want to go over to where he disappeared.
Alright, you go over to where the butler disappeared, and as soon as you get there, as you look down, you kind of see this large desk and some weird gadgets and stuff kind of sprinkled around behind it on a large counter.
There's nothing suspicious.
Nothing that looks suspicious to you. Except for more wooden bodies. By normal person standards, this is very, very strange behavior, and most likely should get someone accepted into a psych ward.
But to Phoenix, because they're not normal, it is completely normal to them.
So, what do you wish to do?
Can I just like walk around the building and like see if I find anything cool?
Okay, yeah, so you start walking around, you end up going to the desk first, and you kind of go behind the desk and look at all the gadgets and stuff, and you assume it's some...
Is there any buttons?
You don't see any buttons. But you see what it is assumed to be looking like some sort of primitive alchemy station. Clearly some sort of formula was made here. What it might be, you don't know just yet. And as you finally start looking over the desk, you see drawers and such. Some are locked, some are not. And a bunch of paper scattered over the desk. And as you look to your left and right, you see a door on your left and a door on your right.
I want to go through the right one.
Alright, so you go through
It's
the
a
right
left
door,
door.
and you find this kind of big, dark room full of beds.
Is there anyone honk shoeing?
No, there's nobody in any of the beds. They seem to be abandoned and unkempt.
Is there anything under beds?
Roll to investigate.
I rolled to investment good and began to get. I fail that word so much, okay?
Really?
14.
Okay, so you walk around all the beds and you kind of like peek your head under each of the beds and there's nothing under them.
Nothing under them?
No, nothing under the beds.
Oh. Is there any other door this way, or I go back to the left one?
There's no other doors connecting to this room except for the one you just came from.
Okay, I go back and go through the left one. Apparently the right door wasn't the right door. Should I keep looking? Should I keep looking? I want to keep I want to keep looking.
I don't want to say yes, but I don't want to say no, so just, Amy!
I want to keep perusing around.
Okay, how exactly do you want to peruse?
Very closely.
Very closely
they nanotech
where?
glasses.
At each of the dust particles around on the ground, see if they spell out some secret Morse code?
They nanotech some glasses and start looking.
How closely do you want to peruse? Like, how closely do you want to peruse?
Yes.
Roll.
$19.
So you start looking around and you start like focusing on the floor. And you notice that the dust seems to be formed in a weird way. You can process it as Morse code, and as you're reading it, it simply spells out, somehow, you're more of a dumbass than you look.
Yeah, that happened.
Be more fucking specific next time. How do you wish to peruse?
May, is there any dressers?
May's not allowed to tell you.
Is there any dressers or anything?
There are little
I
foot
don't know.
lockers at the ends of the beds.
I would look through them.
Alright, roll.
Seven.
You look through most of them and they're empty, and the only one that's full had a rat that jumped out at your face. You suffer a mild heart attack even though you don't have a heart. Take 2 damage.
That's kind of ow, guys. You said dos?
Yes.
Okay.
Taking more damage than you should be this session.
Listen, man.
Anywhere else you want to look in this bunk room? You looked under beds. You looked in the foot lockers at the ends of those beds.
Can I just get a general idea of what the room looks like and what's in it besides beds?
Okay, it is a long hall room. There are bunk beds going down the length of the room.
Bunk beds.
At the end of each bed, there are foot lockers. That is it. There is nothing else in this room.
I want to look at the top bunk.
Roll. I swear to God, if this turns into another door situation where we sit here for 2 hours trying to find a fucking item, I swear to God.
I got a 20.
What'd you get?
20.
So you climb up each bunk and you expertly search each bed, going through each and each and each and each, and you find a lot of things you really never expected to see. Some dirt styled in a fancy restaurant, some leftover food. Hell, you find a piece of gold somehow.
Yes, I got gold now.
You also somehow found something that doesn't even exist in this world. You found logic. Clearly something you don't have, so you take it.
Yippee!
Anything else you want to do in this room? I swear to God.
But you said it was important and I didn't find anything besides gold yet. Bro is
You have checked.
distraught.
Like, oh my god, I think a child could have figured this out faster. You've, like... It is as if I put you in a room, put the thing you need to look at in the center of said room, and you proceeded to look at everything around said center of the room. Like,
I looked at the
you
bed,
saw
I looked at
the center
record.
and then immediately said, nah, not for me. You've looked under the bed, you've looked on the top bunk, you've looked at the end of the bed. Is there something, just something, you could be missing? Oh my god.
Well, I said looked in the footlocker, there's just nothing in there.
Oh.
What about under the pillows?
Roll. I swear to God, if you rolled a 1.
Oh, you said roll. I thought you were just being like, oh my god. I got a 13. Bro has to
You start
puree
looking under the
for a
pillows and you end up finding this old book, weathered by time.
second. Really? Really?
Yes, really. Like I said, you
I
look.
looked at the top bunks. They have pillows.
Yeah, it was on a bottom bunk.
Brother,
You looked everywhere but the bottom bunk.
You know what I
looked
gotta say
under
about
the
that?
bottom
Is
bunk.
it
You looked
here-
above the bottom bunk. You looked at the end of the bottom bunk, but not the bottom bunk. Oh my god.
Wait, no. My brain for this room.
What? I don't get how you didn't.
We don't have the Wii one.
Okay. So you end up finding this book and you open it up. You find a few little logs in it saying like day 1, day 2, just a few days. And
If I end up crying because of this, I'm going to shoot you. JK in the game, video game.
so you kind of look through it and it's a log of all like these days, and the first day mentioned like day 1 since you were gone. And it starts going through all these different things, listing off some things. It mentions some person from hell that looks very worse for wear from the last time that they were seen.
That's what Moses Spanish meant. Never mind, I'm good.
And that it mentions that they also managed to somehow get banned from hell. And it goes through all these different days before eventually reaching the end page. And the final page is simply no words, just what looks to be a handprint that just has a message from the person that was mentioned to be stuck in hell. That simply says, I will never forget you, don't forget me. And you simply see a final sign-off by someone named Atlas. And as soon as you read that name, the back of your head seems to feel pained. And you start to have some memories retrieved. And you kind of seem to start picturing the fire person you saw from your original memory. And you believe you can think of what the other person might have been. But other than that, there is nothing much more to the book. What do you wish to do with the journal you found?
Keep it.
Okay, so you shove it in your back. You shove it in your back pocket and keep on going with it. I assume you want to leave the room now.
Okay, I did it.
I assume you want to leave the room. Okay, so you walk out of the room and suddenly you're caught off guard by the same blue spectral light you saw earlier, just starting to reform.
I hide behind the door.
And you see the butler form as you hide behind the door. The butler seems to turn directly towards the door and walk over. And you start to slowly inch more and more behind the door before he grabs it and opens the door. And looks directly at you.
Tom,
Huh?
did you ever do your
I hide under a bed.
Exactly. It needs to be done before tomorrow,
Okay.
or else you're grounded.
Okay. So the butler
I hide
watches you.
under a bed.
The butler watches you duck under a bed in panic, and he just kind of bends over and looks at you, before you simply hear the words, "Phoenix." Somehow,
No,
nothing knows your name.
no hablo. How do you say common in Spanish? No hablo. Yeah, I don't know Spanish. That's what Phoenix says.
I wonder if there's a device out there that you could use that could real quick find you that word.
Phoenix would not know Spanish. Let's be real. This is
Just,
in character.
no habla, common. Shit. Phoenix, it has been a
Precisely.
while. Alexios has been looking for you.
I go to a different bed and hide under it.
You kind of army crawl from one bed to the other and hide under it. The being just follows you. Phoenix, do you not remember me?
I don't know. I do not know Alexios. I do not know an Alexios. I do not know it. Wait a minute. And right now, it just now processes that they know her name, so she climbs out. She's like, "How the fuck?"
So you start questioning the butler. And he simply responds with, "Do you not remember me?"
Okay, I want her to nanotech glasses and put them on and stare at him for 5 seconds before be like, yeah, no, what?
So you form up some nanotech glasses and real quick just move them around, make sure there's no glare, and you real quick fit them on, and then just stare. And he just kind of looks at you semi-confused. And after a good 5 seconds of staring, just, nah, nope, never heard of you. And as soon as you say that, you see him kind of stroke at his chin for simply saying, "Ah, so you and Alexios are suffering the same fate, of course."
Who is
It seemed-
Alexios? I don't know. I do not know an Alexios at all. What?
Phoenix.
What's that over there?
Phoenix, I am well aware you can be quite stupid, but come on. Give yourself some credit. You know who your
That's
creator
me.
is.
That's me. I'm very smart. I just do not know. And I'm
As
searching the memory
as
thing.
soon as you say you're very smart, you see the entire composure of the butler drop from the squared shoulders and straighten back with the refined posture. You see it immediately go to a disappointed and just not even surprised look. Whatever you
Man.
believe, Phoenix.
You are not letting me keep the thing of Phoenix supposed to be being smart. Smart people can be goofy too, man.
In my defense, how smart was Phoenix most of the campaign?
Smart people are allowed to be goofy.
Again, how smart was Phoenix most of the campaign?
There is no need to be smart. There was other smart people around. She could focus on goofy.
It's okay. The butler still gives you the look, and then just simply says, "Uh-huh. Smart. Didn't you lose a fight to a hug?"
What?
So, you remember nothing, of course. Regardless, don't worry, Alexios is looking for you. I will let him know you're here.
I do not know. What's that over there? Not Alexios, because I don't know who that is. But dust over there. I like dust.
I do suppose you would like to be informed over what happened and why you don't remember anything.
As long as you keep Alexios, whatever his name is, far away from me, that's fine. Because I don't know who that is, and I would like him to stay far away from me.
Sure. So, he takes you over the whole spiel of what happened. I'm not going to bother reciting because I already recited it for Alexios, and I really don't feel like reciting it again. Sorry. So he goes through the whole thing of the fight and the whole white flash thing and conditions that were made. And brings you up to speed on why you pretty much don't remember him or most of the things around you. My only thing is, why would you come here? Directly here. Not many people nowadays would inspect an old abandoned building. Clearly there's more to your missing memory than meets the eye.
You're in cahoots with this Alexia person. I'm not telling you anything.
I mean, considering me, you, and that Alexios were rather close companions before.
I don't know an Alexia, so I don't know what you're talking
Say what you will, say what you will. Anyways, I will leave you to it. Have a good day, Phoenix. And as soon as he says that, he seems to turn into the blue mist again and disappears. Now what do you wish to do?
Probably leave this place because I don't want to see Alexios yet.
Okay, so you flee very
Unless
quickly.
there's something to find in the left room.
I mean, you could always search the left room.
I look at the left room.
So you peek your head into the left room, and you don't really see anything within the left room. You do see some old tubes, some kind of old tables that seem to have been fit for people. And one of them seems to have this old, kind of strange-looking puppet. Seemingly wooden, but greenish. And has a decal of what seem to be vines going up their arms. Nothing seems to happen when you look at the Other than that, there is nothing else in the room.
I poke it.
You poke it?
I poke it.
You poke it and nothing happens. It just feels like wood.
There's nothing else anywhere?
Nothing in that room.
Okay, I'm going to leave now because I fear Alexios.
Alright, so you start to leave, and as soon as you walk out of the room, you hear a faint whisper of your name come from the room behind you. Does that inspire enough fear for you to sprint out the room, or are you going to be the cliche white person in a horror movie and go investigate the weird noise? The fact that you're deciding on this.
This happen?
The fact that you're deciding on this.
Hey, if I'm playing a robot that likes to press every single button they see, they're also most likely going to be curious enough to be like, huh?
So you go back in, being the cliche white person in a horror movie that doesn't understand. When you hear a weird noise from a dark room, you don't go in. I take that look as a yes. You immediately do a 180 and poke your head back in the room. You do a quick scan and you see nothing.
I want to glare at the puppet like...
You glare at the puppet and nothing happens.
Okay, this time I'm going to slowly close the door, but still looking.
You watch the puppet as you slowly close the door, and it does nothing as you close the door.
Okay, then I proceed to leave.
Alright, you leave. So you get outside and you notice that it is turning daytime. With this, you sprint as quickly as far away as you can from the place to make sure that Alexios doesn't have to pop up there.
Yep.
So you end up finding this place in the forested area, nearby the tree trunk you saw.
Oh no.
But as you get close to that trunk, you realize that there's something you didn't notice before. There seems to be some sort of singed marking into it. That's a little heart that says A and P. Other than that, there's nothing really left, so you just kind of dig yourself a tiny little hole in the ground and duck yourself in and bury yourself, so Alexios has no chance of finding you.
I bury myself in you.
And that is where we will end the session.
That was a short one.
Yes. Like I said, I really didn't have any ideas, since most point of this session would be you finding the journal, and then that's really it.
Good, because my laptop is about to die anyways. So I need to move back downstairs.
I'll write out an entire journal for you.
I will read it and then also sub. Most likely. Stop.
So next up is Alexios's second episode.
Which will be funny because now he gets hear the butler tell him, apparently Phoenix doesn't know who you are, and they're probably not there anymore, so good luck. They're actively trying to avoid you.
Either that, he'll just be like, either she's trying to avoid you, or something glitched with her, and now she is currently stuck walking into a wall within the house. I would advise you go check. Walks back in and just sees Phoenix doing what Husk did in one episode where everyone was puppets, just fucking walking into a wall. Ah, yes, hello there. Hello, Adventure.
It happens to the best of us. Oh my god, my laptop is going to... This charger's not meant for the laptop, so it like is charging, and then it stops. And then it's charging, and then it stops. And then it's charging, and then it stops. And then it's charging, and then it stops.
Okay.
That one was... I can't wait to watch that now because he's gonna find out that Phoenix is actively avoiding him, and he's like, what? Why?
Next time on Everlasting Stories, Phoenix is caught being an NPC and walking into a wall. I want to go north. North is a wall. Hello there. Welcome.
Monty, if you ever actually get into
Take a seat.
animating, can you animate that one too?
What?
If you actually ever get into animation, you should also animate when Husk was just an NPC walking to the wall. I want to go north.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and then Noah just slowly turning into the fucking ball of light.
The sun. Noah is the son of Shushing.
Just turns into the sun and then just... Alexios? Alexios? Where'd you go?
I like how that was the only session we got to see emotions from Husk.
Yeah. Just honk. And just in the background of the animation, it's just Husk is walking to the wall, and just in the background, you just see the light just glowing brighter and brighter before just popping out of existence, and it's just... Hello, Adventure.
Yeah, that happens.
Are we still recording?
Yes.
What happened?
What D&D videos... What D&D video goes without its little fun banter at the end?
Yeah.
Oh.
But on that note, we'll do something fancy and call down the recording.